Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Advise Spotlight. Today, I'm here with Alaina Capasso, one of our team members here at Advise Realty Services. What's up, Alaina?
How are we doing today, Vinny? I'm super excited to be at the Advise Spotlight, part of our brokerage. And
Yes.
Like you said, my name is Alaina Capasso, and I get the honor to be with Vinnie Ferrucci.
Awesome. Yeah, this is awesome. So I wanted to bring you in today, and I wanted to talk to you about a little situation that I had happen a few weeks ago. And I wanted to get your take on it because I want to see what you have to say, because I know you're a trooper just like, all of us. You pound the pavement hard every day. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about the situation that happened.
All right, let's hear it.
So you know that we here at Advise always preach the value, the value, the value. Every time we talk about, we have meetings, we do Zoom calls, that word always comes up no matter what happens. All right, so cool. Because I want to know how you would handle this situation.
All right.
So a few weeks ago, I put a house under contract. I had multiple offers on it, and obviously only one can win, right? So I get a random voicemail from a buyer that put an offer in on the house. Wanted to know why they didn't win the house. And I said, well, check with your agent.
Right.
He says, well, my agent's not talking to me. I don't have a clue as to why I didn't win this house.
What?
Yeah. So I said, okay, well, let me call your agent and let me talk to him first because I don't want to step on any toes.
Awesome. That's great.
So I called the agent and I was like, hey, listen, your buyer just called me and wanted to know why he didn't win this house. So can you give him a call and find out what's going on? Do you know what he said to me?
What did he say?
No, you call him.
Really?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Okay, the first question I have is, when delivering the news to the agent that their client didn't get the house, what did you say? I
told them exactly what I was supposed to say. I said, we had a stronger offer. They took, they had better terms. The offers and price were exactly the same, but the terms in the contract were different.
Okay.
So my seller decided that they wanted to take this contract over that contract.
That's fine.
So I told him that we had stronger terms.
Okay.
And he says, okay, I'll let my buyers know, or my clients know.
And which he didn't let.
And he didn't tell them. He just told them that they didn't win the house.
Okay. So I think the first thing I would do is call the buyer back. And I would say, listen, this is the situation. In a value relationship between the client and the real estate agent, that is your duty to let your client know why they didn't get the house.
Exactly.
So hopefully you can win the next house.
Right.
So I think I would have used that as an opportunity to possibly gain a buyer down the road, because clearly their agent lacks due diligence.
Exactly. So I called the guy back and I had a long conversation with him. And now he's signed with this guy. So I really can't consult him.
Okay.
So I was, he was asking me questions about how do I get my offers to be stronger and all this. And I'm like, listen, I would love to talk to you, but I can't because you're signed with this guy. You have to call him and you have to talk to him. I can't talk to you without that.
So the one thing I would say about that is, if he no longer wanted to work with this agent, they both can agree upon canceling the contract.
And that's what I told him. I said, if you feel like you want to work with me instead of him, then you need to have a conversation with him and you need to break the contract with him.
Yep.
And I'd be more than happy to help you. But I just that was the first time ever that a buyer calls me to ask me why they didn't win a house when they're working with another agent.
Did you ever ask the agent why he didn't tell the client why they lost?
I asked him. I said, why didn't you tell this guy what happened? He says, I don't know. He just kind of. Okay. And so I knew right away that this guy was no good.
Yeah. I mean, so typically for those who are listening, when you are a client and your offer doesn't get accepted, your agent should be calling you and letting you know why, not just that you didn't get it.
Yeah.
Because each time you're trying to better and better yourself.
Exactly. And now if you didn't win this house, now you know why. So now you could fix that for the next offer.
Right. And there are some non-negotiables. Like, some people are not willing to waive certain things, which is fine. Right. But that could be why you're losing a house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I just wanted to talk to you about that, to figure out if have you ever had something like that happen?
No, but I'm not surprised with the lack of communication on agents' ends.
Yeah.
As of late. Like, I feel like people in our industry have been lacking communication skills all across the board.
And you know what? In today's real estate environment, I don't understand why this is happening.
I don't either. Because
there's not a lot.
You have to be on the ball.
There's not a lot of inventory out there, so we need to really strengthen our as we say in Italian, tighten our belts.
Yeah, and work together.
Yeah.
Like, as agents, I always preach this. Like, we should be working together. If you're on the buying side and the selling side, it's not against each other.
Right.
You guys are working to the end goal of closing.
Exactly. You have to work together on it. Otherwise, nothing gets done. Even when you're dealing with attorneys and inspectors and all that any person that's involved in the contract or involved in the sale, you need to work all together. Otherwise, nothing happens.
Right.
And who drops the ball here, who drops the ball there. You should be able to see this ahead of time.
It's unfortunate because that client did sign with this buyer's agent and he's not getting the greatest experience he possibly can.
Right.
So to that, I would say if you're listening and you're a buyer or a seller, make sure you're interviewing your agents. Ask them their communication styles. Ask them how they work.
Absolutely.
Give them real life scenarios and ask them how they would handle it.
I agree. Yes. And that's key, But yeah, I was shocked to hear that because it's never happened to me, and I wanted to kind of get your take on that.
It's like sad.
And that's where I say, how much value is this agent giving his client, and what are the chances this guy is going to call him when they do find a house if he's still working with them?
I mean, the lack of answering his call is crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, and then he tells me to call his client to educate him onto why he didn't. That was like a stunner to me.
No, that's absurd.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would have hung up the phone right away and said, "Hold on, let me call this guy. I'll call you back," without even me having to explain.
Right. Well, thanks for sharing that story, Vinny.
Yeah, awesome. So I look forward to talking to you again in more conversations.
Yeah, and keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, you too. Awesome.
Take care, everyone.
Bye, guys.